In 1999, a group of businessmen, professionals, teachers and parents, in consideration of their sons' educations, founded a middle school named after Enrico Manfredini, a priest in Varese who emphasized education. In 2001, the school was enlarged in order to include a primary school. Next year, the primary school will consist of 4 sections, and the secondary school will contain 5 complete sections. We will also open a high school. Teachers, entrepreneurs, and parents at Manfredini recognize the value of education and of the formation of our youths for the future of the society. They also understand the need for additional institutions in which to foster these educational values, to foster the growth and education of children. This is our mission, to raise children, that is, to inform our youth about the positive value of life, provoking in them the desire to contribute to the development of a human and united society. How do we do this? Teaching, guiding children towards the discovery of reality. We seek to understand what truly makes a lesson interesting or, conversely, what makes one boring. Let me point out a few things in order to shed light on the current problem. School is obligatory and attempts to fulfill several objectives, so whoever attends a school must accept its objectives and its organization without question. The relationship between teacher and student is hierarchical, which can in fact create a punitive rather than an educational environment. Classes are a very particular environment, in which the people in attendance do not choose each other, but rather are placed together by someone from above. These students must remain together for long periods of each day, and in fact, a great part of their daily energy is expended on simply navigating the social landscape of the classroom and their peer relationships during lessons. There is only one main actor, the teacher, who, once the door is closed, remains the only holder of knowledge. Thus, the only role for students is to assimilate according to the will of the teacher, and they lose to opportunity to recognize or consider the value, or lack thereof, of the knowledge given to them. We realize that a successful lecture is connected to the way one enters the classroom, beginning with the awareness that there will be some people ahead of you who will surely influence your lesson, who would be interested in a topic solely because it is what you are supposed to learn, who would delve into a historical event simply because it is regarded as something one should know. A person usually lives, suffers, hopes and looks for help in real life, seeking suggestions in order to create his or her own life path. An interesting lesson focuses on this real-life element in each of the subjects that it presents. The school must go back to being an instrument for the formation of young minds, rather than forcing education on children for education's own sake. In order to make this possible, we noticed that it is much more engaging to start from real-life circumstances, legitimate objects of the student's own interest and reality, so that teachers can create an appealing educational environment capable of motivating even the most stubborn of learners. In 2014, a group of teachers of Manfredini came together in order to plan the laboratory of educational experimentation, office and studio, in order to reply to some of the emerging problems in Italian schools. Our points of interest and experimentation are the indifference of boys towards education, the difficulty of youth learning to assume responsibility, the increase of specific difficulties of certified learning. the construction of a plan for efficient orientation, the change in learning teaching methods caused by new technologies and by educational community, the movement away from an emphasis on knowledge ability towards teaching methods that focus on the development of personal competences. How do we observe and evaluate these? During the years in which we're developing the methods of Office-in-It Studio, we have created projects that involve a range of different skills, from photography to Arduino, from 3D printing to storytelling, from coding to video making. There are about 40 students in Office-in-It Studio, and they are divided in 2 groups in order to attend each of the laboratory activities. At the end of the course, students are asked to create a product in an independent and creative way. Then, we put together an exhibition so that students can tell their relatives and companions about their experience. During the labs, teachers are asked to give students the knowledge required in order to complete their work, guiding them throughout the course. In particular, the teachers help their pupils to think introspectively. To do so, teachers have a chat with students at the end of each laboratory.